know, just added air to my new tires. They were a bit low because of it's cold again. And I just noticed that, check this out, why did I bother getting money from a bank machine? I thought I needed a tuning. See, this is a tuning, Canadian tuning. Turns out you can use your credit card now. This is cool. Didn't see that. And so I did all tires. And this morning I installed an update. Oh, you see, 40-41. Yeah, but on my gauge I was doing like 38, just under 40. But now the sun is on this side. Why is this 40? But I mean, it's never accurate, but at least now it's close to 40. And yeah, that's good. And I downloaded so I installed some updates. You know, yesterday I tried to make sure I wasn't sure if my speedometer was accurate, because these tires are slightly taller, right? So taller tires means that the computer will think that they're spinning slower, faster. Anyway, so it's gonna be off, right, slightly, because now this taller tire does less turns per mile or per kilometer. Yeah, so the computer will think that the speed is actually less than what it is. And so I updated the tire, and then I noticed that my tuner, this Diablo Sport, it says needs an update. I had some trouble updating. It wouldn't update, says not enough space, you know. And let me just move out from here in case somebody wants to use this air pump. I'll just park somewhere here until I finish the video. And so right next to these nice looking garbage boxes. This is perfect. And so I had to email Diablo Sport support, because, you know, no matter what I did, I cleaned up whatever I could delete from that. Like, you know, you hook it up to your computer and you can see the actual disk, you know, like on a Mac computer. And I can go in and I can see what folders are there, right? So I deleted whatever I thought I could delete, and then it tries to update from the internet, and again it says device is full, cannot update. And I emailed Diablo Sport and didn't see anything yesterday. Then this morning I see a reply. The guy says try to delete files in this particular folder, and I saw there was a bunch of like Java runtime environment files there. And I deleted those, and I was able to install the update. Then I went this morning, I just reinstalled the tune, and it says update tire size. I said okay, yes, update tire size, but for some reason it didn't give me any options like what tire size. So it just updated by itself to some I think it updated to much smaller tire than what I have, because I'm driving and all of a sudden I like the RPM does not change, right? That's how I can tell, like RPM is not affected of the engine, right? But I see that, let's say before at 3000 RPM I was around 120 kilometers an hour. Now I'm driving almost at 2000 RPM, much smaller, and I see it says 120 kilometers an hour. Like I could feel something is wrong, you know. And then when I checked I checked the speed and it says, like, I checked it, I hooked back the tuner, and this time it says adjust, so you can just adjust the tune, and it gives you only two options in delete the speed limit, because this car probably has a, you know, like from the factory they give you a speed limit, and second was adjust tire size, and you can put in either diameter of the tire, and I see by default it says like 36 inches, you know, some crazy off-road tire, or it says change to sidewall, and then it gives you those three numbers you can enter, and my new tires are 275 40 20, and I entered that, and now that's what we're gonna do. Like I need to get gas, because this thing, of course, after the BBK long tube headers, it drinks gas like water. And also I'm gonna show you guys this. Sometimes, you know, these, oh, it's on my face. I downloaded two free apps for my iPhone. You see, so now we're gonna compare the speed, and I just went on the street to compare, and whereas before it was definitely off, now it's much better, so let's go for a ride. I'm gonna get 94 gas, and I'll tell you what the price of gas is, but of course I expect it's gonna be pretty high because today's Good Friday, and I wanna activate, no, not this, apps. Performance pages. All right, so the bottom is horsepower, the next one is pounds-foot per torque. So power is red, torque is yellow. See? And in the middle, that's oil pressure, which I'm not sure why I need that. All right, so let's go, and now you'll see the speed. And I did today, I was working on my paperwork. I sent the IFTA yesterday, my IFTA audit yesterday, to Oshawa, to the Ministry of Finance. And this morning I was working on my books, expenses for March, and later today I'll do my HST report, and this time I'm gonna get a lot of money. Because I paid over 1,000 for the flip axle. It's pretty close, so 121 over here, 117, 115, you see? It matches. Is it pretty close? these things, they're never ideal, right? Well, let's try this one. I have two of these. So I'm gonna go to petrol, get 94 gas, and then I booked the wrecker coming at it's coming at 5 o'clock today. I didn't want to do it early because it's very cool. It was like -4 Celsius again. I see over here it's 62, 60, 61. And so you see that's why it's good when you have a tuner, so I can change when I change tires, I can update it so I don't have to go to a dealer, because of course otherwise your speedometer is not going to be accurate. What's interesting is that when you change the axle ratio, your speedometer updates automatically. You know? Did you know that? When I was changing the axle ratio on my previous truck, all right, let's see, basic is $1.23.6. So last time I was here, 94 was over $1.50. I think it was like $1.52 or something. And tomorrow, so yeah, I'm taking the axle off today because I'm gonna leave Saturday, and Monday I'm loading near York, PA. So I need that axle off. And tomorrow morning I'm gonna drop the trailer and go to quick lube place and do oil change on the truck. $1.55. Oh my god. $1.55 for 94 octane, $1.49 for 91. Getting 94. All right, so we have water, and we have full tank of overpriced gas. So I got 56.5 liters, and it cost me $88.16. So now let's go burn some of the gas, because the weather's good, but it's so cold, you know. Well, it feels cold, even though it's like a typical, you know, spring weather. Blue sky, but what was it, like +1, like 33 F? And I went to pay inside, and I noticed some green liquid on the pavement, and it goes from this pump, and it was just draining towards that hole in there, and also here. So somebody, I thought maybe, wait a second, maybe it was me. No, but I see that it's kind of like old, so it's not me losing coolant, it's somebody else. All right. This is funny. I'm trying to get performance pages, and I have a shortcut over here, but it's all grayed out. All right, finally. Okay, now we can go. For a quick drive in the country. Economy. Average 9.9 miles a gallon, and full tank that I just filled up says good for 284 kilometers. Yeah, what kind of a road is this? 50 kilometers an hour speed limit? All right, I need to get out of here. Too many houses here, each side. this. Okay, this one should be better. So outside right now, +1. +1. 33 F. Now it's 0. Beautiful. We're going backwards. And this is the same road where the gas station is. The road I turn on. tires are good. Now it's time for some lunch, and I feel like some Chinese, because today is like a holiday, so I can get off my diet, get some dumplings. But I don't know if they open. Like, today's Good Friday, right? Lots of places are closed. Honda Fit. You cannot fit anything in the trunk. I'm going to a place called Ginger Express. Ginger Express. There's a school over here, and there's a No Frills. I hate that store. Dollarama, Shoppers Drug Mart over there on this side, and then there's a smaller shopping area on the other side. And this is Franklin Boulevard. There's a fire station somewhere here. I think it's up that way. Yeah, lately I've been seeing a lot of these Kia SUVs. It's called Telluride. Like very funky looking lights. Tail lights. My brother in Moscow is getting ready to get a new car, and recently he's been into SUVs, right? So now he's driving a Skoda SUV, and he just did a test drive over Volkswagen. Well, it's 5 to 12. The place opens at 12, but I don't know. I'm gonna go and read what it says on the door, because maybe they're not gonna open today at all. But usually they open on Saturday and Sunday. So today is like the same, kind of like a weekend, long weekend. So I got two portions of steamed pork dumplings, so it's 13 Canadian, so $7.50 each. And I got one egg roll. So that's what they look like. Got some salt. So time to celebrate the Good Friday. Yeah, I cannot drink any more coffee today. And I just went past some big stores. Everything is closed, you know. And what's open are restaurants and coffee shops like this Starbucks. But at the lineup, I never saw so many people in the lineup, you know. I saw one, there was like 3 girls in a car, and they were sitting like that, and they got out, parked the car, and went inside. And I followed them. And one trick about Starbucks you can learn only on this channel is that Starbucks does not charge for hot water, right? So you get venti cup, and I got this beautiful white tea, you know, organic. And they're gonna have a bunch of herbal teas in here. So, you know, like, why pay if you don't really feel like having coffee, right? So I went inside and I thought maybe I'll get decaf. I don't know, venti size decaf. They charge the same price as the regular coffee, and it's like $4, which makes no sense. And so I go to the counter and I said, can I just get venti hot water? And the guy was confused for a second. He says, hot water, that's it? Really hot water? And I said, yeah, for tea. Like, you know, because if you don't tell them what it's for, they will just give you hot water from the tap, you know. But this way they have the little red tap that gives you hot boiled water, right? And I see some guy is wearing a t-shirt with no sleeves, and he's sitting down outside. So it's 33F plus 1. Oh, and by the way, last thing probably I wanted to say is that Ontario, I thought I was waiting for, you know, coffee shops to reopen, like Starbucks is one particular coffee shop that's still no sitting area, even though restaurants were open, right? Like at 50% capacity or something. And then I read yesterday, I heard on TV, and I read today on Google News, is that Ontario, Canada is going into emergency lockdown. Because I thought things were getting better, like now we're supposed to have vaccines soon, right? But so now once again they close sitting areas in all restaurants, I think. And where I was getting these dumplings, yeah, the same story. All the tables are pushed to, you know, into the corner. There's a rope, like a police line, do not cross type of thing, right? So you cannot sit down. But I said, can I wait here? Because it took them like 5-10 minutes to prepare those dumplings. And they said, yeah, you can sit here. And one funny thing happened the other day. I went into Starbucks and I said, okay, I want coffee, and can I get a, you know, medium-sized grande just tap water? And the guy gives me the water, but I'm waiting for coffee, and I'm sitting there and I'm standing there, and I just pulled my mask down and I took a gulp of water, and right away the guy behind the counter says, sir, you cannot drink anything inside. So my bad. So even if you even the water, basically they don't want you to pull your mask down. Anyway, so yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. Oh, and some guy came over in a pickup truck, some guy, and he says, oh, I got similar car, he said, but 5.7. He says, you're the 6.4. I said, yeah. And he says, any trouble with 6.4? I said, no, none. I told him about the mods I did, and he said, well, I said, why are you saying that? Why are you asking about the problems with 6.4? And he says, well, I heard one guy, you know, he says, I have 5.7, like RT Challenger. And he says, a guy he knows was also keen on buying this car, and they were debating whether to get a 6.4 like mine or 5.7. And he says they were doing research and they found that 6.4 was prone to have some problems, and so they went with 5.7. I said, that makes no sense. 6.4 is a very good engine, unless you start, you know, modifying it and trying to put a turbocharger, supercharger on it. It's not for that. 6.4, it's a great engine if you just want to, you know, just do some slight mods. But if you want to do supercharging, turbocharging, yeah, 5.7 is better. And so yeah, I ordered permits for this next excavator. So loading again near York, PA, Monday. And this is one of those 72-hour rules, you know, where it's a used machine, so they had to set up crossing, and I have to cross only in Lewiston, New York, Queenston, Ontario on this side, Lewiston, New York on the other side, because there's a US export office over there, right? So I have to stop there and do the export from US. And I remember that these guys, that I have the rate confirmation, I have the bill of lading they send me, but I said, where do I get the original paperwork? I said, you know, I need either the original bill of sale or original certificate of origin. And the guy replied saying that original bill of sale was sent by FedEx what was that? was sent by FedEx to the shipper. And so I just need to remember to ask him for it, because I think once I forgot to ask, you know, and then I'm like 2 days away, and my broker says, did you pick up the original certificate of origin? I'm like, shoot, I forgot. And I think that time they had to send it. They had to send it to me at the truck stop, or I had to wait. So anyway, looks like busy next week. And once I deliver the excavator, I gotta go back to Baltimore, Maryland, and I'll have to bring my Jeep and the Stinger, and I'll probably try to use the new flip axle. Just hook it up to the spreader bar and go to Maryland as 3+1 with a tandem Jeep, and hopefully that's enough for this 115,000 pounds weight. So enjoy your Easter long weekend, boys and girls. Thanks for watching. Take care.